Is up? How is everybody doing? Welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia, also known as Iana, also known as Galactic Spiralite Priestess Makala. There you go. So you can also get in contact with me if you like what you see here on the channel, becoming a Be So Light member. Let me open this up. Get in contact with me through my webpage, galacticspiralite.com. And I have my email there where you can email me. So, with that all being said, where do I start? Where do I start? Oh, yes. Yes, the Raven. This time didn't show up at the window. This time the Raven flew through, and as it was flying through the air and down by the other apartment right across from me, you can hear him do his 3 caws. I sat straight up in the bed this morning. It was like right before 6 o'clock. I said, is this thing stalking me? Is it stalking me now? So it didn't do any more cawing after it did its 3. So I'm like, So this morning I was on listening to, in the chat, listening to Conscious Juice. And he had a good show this morning. And I was on there because one of the members from here, Pretty Nikki, showed up in the chat. And so she was like, hey, Princess, you're here in the house. I'm like, yeah, hey, Pretty Nikki, how good to see you. And we were chatting, me and Pretty Nikki, but Juice was getting kind of confused on who's the priestess? What? He was like getting kind of confused because I was telling Pretty Nikki, I'm glad she made it over to his channel, take a look at some of the things that he does. He was showing his pyramids. Now, everybody here, do not forget, okay? She ain't gonna like this, but she gonna get a smile on her face as soon as I do it. Start smiling now. You know who you are. We have a Be So Light member, tribe member here that makes organite. Okay, okay. Let me remind you. Oh, I hope the heat didn't do what I think it did. Oh, there, it didn't. Okay, so hold on. Let me get this right. Oh. Okay, so Donna, she comes into our chat, and you can reach her. She does body creams. She does the body shampoos, the hair oils. She has her own page where she puts up her information on. I don't have it in front of me. Hold on a second. I can make this right. Hold on. Hold on a second. She was had my head. Okay, so her advertisement and product line of what she makes is called Sun-Kissed. The Sun-Kissed, okay? Sun-Kissed. Oops, that's really bright. Why is that so bright? There we go, Sun-Kissed. So this is the whipped body butter. She has the body shampoo, the body shower gel. That's, oh, to die for. Oh my God. That just takes you into a different world. Then she has the hair oil. She sent me that. Now I started using that hair Bantine oil. I want to make sure I say it right. In January. And it's so funny because I said, okay, I want by the time I hit 60, which is in 6 months, in January, just say 7. I'm going to go 7. January. I want to be able to have my hair a little longer. So now, since I've been using that oil for 6 months, my hair has gotten down to the back of my neck. And I keep it twisted and cover because, you know, all this crazy stuff going on out in the air there. So I told her the other day, I said, dang, my hair has grown so much. She goes, yeah, mine too. Gotta get used to it because sometimes I end up smacking myself thinking something's on me and it's my hair. And I start laughing because I said, yeah, me too. I start doing that. But she also makes orgonite. So please, 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 if you get in contact with her through her Sun-Kissed products, okay? Her Sun-Kissed products. Come on. It's so bright. Sun-Kissed products, okay? And you can get in contact with her. And if she's in the house, if you're in the house, Donna, please put your information in the chat. She's the one that made me this one. Because I told her, I said, I want one that has an ankh in it, please. So she made me the one with the ankh in it. She put the coral type of copper in it. And her magnets and everything are on the bottom. Then I said, I want a charging plate stand. She designed a charging plate stand for me. So I can put my pyramid on top of it, or I can use this separate to be charging things up. She's got her copper all in there. So yes, all my beautiful, beautiful sisters and brothers who know how to do that orgonite, thank you so much for what you do. So I'm like, yes, bring on that orgonite. So if you're in the house, Donna, please put your information into the chat so people can get in contact with you if they would like to have some orgonite. So needless to say, I also have conscious juice. So you can go to his page. He'll be on tomorrow, say around 6:30 in the morning. 6:30 in the morning for California, but I believe it was like 9:30 his time on the East Coast. He's in Florida. Okay. So he has his SD shop. Now he loaded up some new things in his SD shop. And you want to go to SD and go to Conscious Juice, JOOSE, please. Okay. Go and check out his new things that he has loaded up into there. So today is Tuesday. We're going to talk about discharge energy. So, and I like his words. Let's get this shift. Yeah. So, let's jump into today. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow we do have a portal that we will be jumping into. So this is our before the portal. And then I think, hold on, let me double check. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, because tomorrow's the new moon. Oh. Tribe, guess what? Oh, I got frequency bumps all over me. They must have did that to me on purpose. Okay. This calendar ends on July 24th. And then I'll buy a new one. So I should be up in Shasta probably next week, maybe. Because I got friends and things coming in to visit me from the east, from mid East Coast, Midwest coming in. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see them. So we have a challenge coming up. We have a 10-day portal coming up July 8th through the 17th. And this is going to be a good one because it goes in sync with right before we go into the ending of this cycle and then stepping into a new cycle of the calendar. So We will have another portal day that starts on July 8th. That is going to be the start of 10 days. Now, you know what I do on those 10 days. We get our 10 days of reads in, we get our 10 days of energy in, we get our 10 days of codes in. Whatever messages come up in those 10 days, that's what we're doing, that's what we're looking at. And we stay in that frequency, we stay in that place, we start pulling in and creating in that space. So, yes, July 8th all the way up to July 17th, 10 days of portal work. I want you to see it all. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. X marks the spot. There you go. So, we have our portal for tomorrow for our new moon. So let's jump into Guided by Free Will. That's today. So today is June 24th, Tuesday. Let me open this up. Okay, yellow magnet, human. I unify in order to influence, attracting wisdom. I seal the process of free will with the magnet tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power double. The color is yellow, the planet is earth, the chakra is the heart, and the earth family is core. We do have a rune, and that's the Be Still rune. We have gate 414, and the message is the neurogenics, the great cosmic shift will be realized in a short time and is dependent on the personal discovery of those capable of becoming cosmically aligned. So yes, it's on and popping next month. So we will be definitely aligned. Okay, yes, I was correct. That rune is Stand Still, and that's on page 137. Let's take a look. I like that Stand Still message. That's that Isa. Stand still, withdraw ice. The winter of spiritual life is upon you. You may find yourself entangled in a situation to whose implicates you are in effect blind. You may feel powerless to do anything except submit, surrender, even sacrifice some long cherished desire. Be patient, for this is a period of gestation that precedes a rebirth. Positive accomplishment is unlikely now. There is a freeze on useful activity. All your plans are on hold. You may be experiencing an uncustomized drain on your energy and wonder why. A chill is in the wind, reaching you over the ice floes of old, outmoded habits. So this stills that symbol and what is going on right now. When we stand still, that is all about being still, being quiet. That is all about getting into your alignment of your divine self. That's all about that. Okay, I need to listen up. I need to bring in the energy of wisdom and really be in a place where I'm listening to the messages on what I'm supposed to be doing. That doesn't mean, hold on a second. That doesn't mean that you are out doing everything underneath the moon and wrecking yourself in your energy. That means paying attention. When's a good time to do something? When's a good time not to do something? Hi, lovely. Welcome on in. When is a good time to just be quiet and listen? Okay, to listen. Right now, when we stop and just listen, we get this energy and receive the messages so much clearer now. But if you are running around and talking, especially negative talk stuff to yourself, or you're looping in your head of the past and you haven't cut yourself loose of that, you need to really stop doing that. This is not where you want to be doing this now. Now, the message I got last night when I was getting myself all together, go to sleep last night, and the title of this video is Discharge Energy. Okay? So, I kept hearing people are still being confused about when you are leaving the third dimension, coming out of the third dimensional energy, and when you're being moved up into a higher energetic timeline, not just in a space of moving through the timelessness, because there is no time really, but the body is feeling this liftoff. You're feeling the liftoff. I'm drinking my hibiscus, chickweed, and lemon balm with cranberry. And a splash of aloe vera juice. Yeah. Anyway, so, God, if that had to be a commercial, no, just the way I said, yeah. So, as we're moving, it's very cooling. When it's hot, that hibiscus and the chickweed and the lemon balm is very soothing and cooling to when your body is feeling hot. Okay, so as we are moving out of this by choice, okay, today is free will. That's what this symbol represents, free will. Okay, so when you are saying and declaring and invoking your true alignment with the higher timeline, you are putting that in your voice signature form energetically out into the universe. You're telling them, I am no longer cooperating or under amnesia with the third dimensional way. I'm not doing that. I'm not consenting to that. I don't consent to that. I am here to free myself and break free of that. By you saying that, you keep leveling up into the higher vibration. The only time when it's not going to work and you don't feel yourself going up is because if you start looping backwards, going back into the same old behaviors, going back into the same old beliefs. Now, I could just imagine. Now, I am ordained. Okay? Everybody knows this. I can marry you. I can bless you. And I can bury you. Okay? Might not have to be in that order, but that's what I can do because I'm non-denominational. I use it as a part of my priestess. But I do not believe in organized religion because I feel like it takes you away from your true essence of connection through the divine. Somebody else is in the way telling you how you're supposed to think and feel and function and what have you. Okay? I already went through that. Most of us that are healers, we already went through a lot of that. And then somewhere along the line, you graduate. You say, okay, I get this. I'm not doing this no more. Okay? Each time when you say no to an old programming on the third dimension here, it allows you to move forward to the higher realms that are open for you to experience and to move into, to start calibrating your energy into that. And you will feel the difference with that. Because all of a sudden, this whole plane of the third dimensional world and how it's collapsing on itself starts to feel like you can't remember a lot of stuff in that. You remember the things you grew up with, but it feels like it's far, far away. Like a long, long time ago. Like you can just, you have the glimpse and you got to make yourself think about it. But it's like far away. That's even when you kind of move out of certain people's energy and you're not hanging out with people anymore, certain people anymore. There's a reason, because you're either going through your own healing, doing your own thing, and you just need to be still. You need to be quiet. You don't need to be out there talking about every little single thing that you're doing. Okay, someone boarded my boat. That feels scary. And third to me, how do I just step out of that timeline? I know I just choose it. I still would love guidance. Get rid of them. Say, I need you to leave. If they say, why? And said, I just need you to leave. This boat is not for you. Period. Are they still on it? Are they still on your boat? Someone, wow, I was not there. No. Okay. Don't worry about it. If they're gone, they're gone. Don't allow them to come back on. You guys got to tighten down your doors. Don't be letting everybody and your mom come up on your space. Because we're in this place of a lot of people look like they're human, but they're not. They're not human. And if they feel Ichabod to you and it feels really, really weird and scary, that's because it is. Listen to your gut feeling. Listen to it. They can be like, shoot, you know how people come up missing and stuff? All because, you were being nice or someone came onto your space and decided to come into your space. I personally will not be having any of that. Okay? Yeah, just if they're gone, okay, be done with it. But don't allow them to come in. And whoever okayed that and they were staying there and they brought that person in, they need to go themselves also, because you can't trust that. Because now they're bringing over other people to your space and that wasn't a part of the deal. This is what we call boundaries. Boundaries. Got to have boundaries. And this is why it's so important. Make sure your house is in check. Make sure your home is in check. Your energy. Who's coming up in there? You don't know what their intentions are. Especially if they know you live by yourself. And I watched this happen. This is a good point. And we'll get into the energy of what happened. But I watched an elder that I was being mentored by. And I knew, she did a lot of mentoring with me. I learned a lot from her. But she had a big heart. And she allowed this lady who was homeless to come and stay with her until she get on her feet. Okay. She came in, was staying with her in the senior citizen place in the mobile community. Okay. And after, I would say about five months, maybe 4 to 5 months, I noticed that the lady started looking like her, like my elder. She went and got her hair cut like her, started dressing kind of like her. And I was like, what the hell is this? Now, see, back in that time, I wasn't aware of, I was aware of skin walkers, but not in the way that I'm aware of them now. Okay. But she started dressing and acting like her. And one day I came by and I thought it was the elder out front. And I go, hey, how you doing? She turned around and it was her. And I was like, oh no, we ain't playing. No, this ain't gonna be no doppelganger going on here. So in my mind, I'm like, so she had to go out and go do something. And she had 2 sons. They too were homeless. So what this woman went and did, she went and looked up her 2 sons, found them where they were. She brings them back to my elder's home Next thing you know, when my elder went to go take care of some business and she went on a trip, that woman brought her two boys up into her home. And they were staying up in there, ruining stuff, and things were coming up missing, and doing their whatever, their smokes and whatever. So when she comes back, she said, "Who are these two boys?" "Oh, they're my sons." She's like, "Well, I only have space for you. I don't have time for all of them to be coming up in here." What ended up happening is the woman started getting into her identity, started getting into her bank account, and things started coming up missing. And then finally, she had to call the police to get that woman and those boys out of her space. And it's still, they were coming back, and the woman started stalking her. So, needless to say, what she ended up doing, she ended up rekindling her love for one of her guys that she was in love with. They met back up, and she ended up had to move all the way back down into the Bay Area to get away from this person and the craziness. And then finally, they had to leave because she put the place up for sale. So they had to get out of there. But it was just how sly she came in, and then next thing you know, she started doing that single white female thing. Literally, that's what she was living through. Started assuming her identity. And I even told her I had a dream that the lady was absorbing her. And I said, I went the next day and I told her, I said, I really am concerned with this lady coming and staying with you. She doesn't look like someone that's caring. She's becoming you. She's trying to become you. She's becoming you. She goes, "Oh, Felicia, don't worry. Felicia, it's okay. Felicia, don't worry." And I go, "No, no, 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 no. She's doing it. This is another episode of Single White Female. Look what she's doing." I said, "She's got her hair cut like you. She's got it colored like you. I even came up in the back and I thought it was you and it was her." So I remember the woman caught on. She knew that I knew what she was doing. All right? Now this is what you got to pay attention to. When they catch on to that somebody can mess up their plan, they got to get rid of you. Okay? So I'm sitting over there, and I know what's going on. I'm watching the energy, and I'm like, I see you. So I'm sitting in the chair. My elder's sitting on the other chair. And she goes into one of the rooms. She goes, "Oh, Felicia, I got something for you." And I go, "Oh, what?" She goes, "Well, I know you're you're part native and da 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 da." I say, "I ain't part native. I'm native. Native to this land." She goes, "Ha ha ha." I'm like, yeah. So she walks to the back, and I hear her digging around, and she comes out. She brings this box out, and I go, "Oh, what's that?" She goes, "I want you to take this. I want you to have it. I want you to take it with you." And I said, "What is it?" And she says, "Oh, it's an Indian chief with a grandson. He's like a teacher. It's a statue. It's like a doll. Doll, doll." And I go, "Oh." So she pulls it out in a paper bag. And I said, "Oh, she had it in a paper bag." Okay. I said, "How long you had it?" She goes, "Oh, I've had it for some time, but I don't do nothing with it, So when she turns it around and she's showing me, and she goes, "Would you like to?" And I look at it, and I grab it, and I look at it, and I noticed that its eyes were like this way, crooked, going one way, looking this way. Wasn't looking straight ahead. It was like this. And I'm like, "What the hell's wrong with this doll?" And Spirit said, "Don't take that with you. It has a spirit attached to it, and it will raise havoc with you as soon as you leave." That's what she knows. And I said, And I looked at that dog, and then I saw his eyes go like this and change. And I said, "Oh, no, you gonna keep your little ass right here." I said, "No, what do? You not nah." So I politely just put it in a bag, and I said, that's quite okay. I'm going to be getting ready for Sundance and everything, and I really don't want to have any other energies in my space right now because my whole team is very happy with each other. Everybody works together, and I think if this came into the mix, there'd probably be a whole bunch of war going on. And she looks at me, and she gets that look on her face like, "Oh, this bitch is smart. She on to me. Oh, she ain't gonna take it." And I said, "You can keep this. All right." I gave it back to her. And I did this. And she just looks at it. She goes, "Oh, okay. I know you all about the energy and feeling and stuff. There's nothing wrong with this doll." I said, yeah. Yeah, take that back on in there. That's yours. That's yours to keep. Yeah, you keep that. All right. So when she walking back there, I look at the elder and I go, she come back and I go, I'm all like, yeah, lemonade. So yeah, she nah. I was like, no. One crazy friend is going through something like similar. Like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what that's about. These beings know what time it is. They know what's going on. They know all the light workers. They know all the ones that came in coded. They know their energy is going up. And what they're trying to do is get in there and raise interference. They know you're getting ready to level up. They know that you're getting ready to get to your next level. They know you're ready to prep yourself to go through the next portals. They know you're prepping. They know you're going through your levels. And each time you go through a level, you're harder and harder to break down. So they run interference. And they use people that's even the closest to you to interfere with you so that you won't make it. So you will get distracted and won't comply or to do what your mission is to do. You'll get distracted. You'll fall prey to the drama of the bull crap that's going on around you that really shouldn't have anything to do with you because it's not yours to be dealing with. But because of the situation of the people that are in your circle around you, it becomes a distraction. And they know this when they're doing it. So then when you walk around like with the I don't give a fuck attitude, that's not mine to pick up, they're trying to figure out that much more. How can they get your attention to get you into it, to pull you down? That's the game. And you're going to see a lot of this play on between now and next month. Because next month is a jump. It's a 7th month. 7 is about spirit. And if you look at that 7, it's like, okay, let me climb up. I'm standing right here on the top. What am I going to do? Am I going to be the fool that trusts and walks off? Or am I going to just keep standing right here on the top of that 7? It's that spirit energy. And a lot of things are going to get cranked up and amped up to the point to where all of us are going to think, what movie is this? Okay? That's what it's going into. So this part of discharge energy, all right, lovelies, you know I love you. You know I gotta say it like it is. All right. So let's just say you've had a very wonderful day and you've been soaking up sun and you've been just, it feels so great. Yay. Even if you didn't go outside and you just kind of been in the moment doing stuff around your home and whatever, you got that energy going on, right? And you go and you go take your shower, la-di-da, you go do your thing and get yourself dressed for bed. You're ready to go sleep. Now, this is when you find out that your body is still supercharged. So last night, I had a really interesting thing happen. And I'm sharing this with you because I'm pretty sure this is going to happen to some of you, if it hasn't already. So I'm laying in the bed and I'm like, and I'm watching, I'm watching The Girl in the Spider Web. That's a good movie. That's the same one. It's not the same girl that played in The Girl with the Tattoo, but it's another part of it, but a different girl. And this girl that's actually plays in The Girl in the Spider Web, she's actually better than the other one in the first one. Okay. She don't play. She's hardcore. She fights. She's good, but knows that technology, how to get in and out of things, and knows that technology. It's a good movie. It's on Pluto. You can watch it on Pluto for free. So, and it's a good movie to decode. They got all this black and red stuff going on in the spider web. Yeah. So I'm laying there and watching, and I said, it's such a good movie. And all of a sudden, my hands become extremely hot. I mean, hot, like they're on fire, hot, like heated up. All of a sudden, I go, oh my God, what is wrong with my hands? What's happening in my hands? And I'm feeling them. Then they start throbbing, and I start going like this with my hand. I'm like, oh wow, it's even hurting to do this. What is going on? They feel so heavy all of a sudden. And it was all this energy was in my hands. And I was feeling it. And I said, oh my gosh. And I heard, put your hands together. I put them together. And I said, I'm going to release this. And I thought back of all the dreams I've had where I took my hands and I threw out energy balls, and I could see the balls when I threw them out. Or I could threw energy at things and they got hit with it. And I just took my hands and I put them up and I went, and as soon as I did that, I saw this glow of energy come through my hands, very light, and it was pretty. And my hands had this like auric light around it, and I just pushed it out and I said, ley lines, nearest one. As soon as I did that, it all released and my hands felt better. And I was able to move them. And they were flexible. They were all relaxed and very light. And the heat was gone. Heat lifted out of my hands. And I was like, oh yeah, it's on. It's on now. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. And it softly cooled down and went back to normal. So pay attention to when your body is getting that energy and you are storing it up and you're feeling it. And this is why it is good if you get a chance to go outside, or you have a pet that you need to pet and they're not feeling so good, you can give them that energy. But this just happened like that. And I was like, okay, ley lines, shot it out. And I just watched this one ley line area, don't know where it was, just light up and took it in and traveled. I was like, whew. And I just felt this complete release. And it just felt good to just let that go. And it was gone. Okay. So if you're experiencing that and that energy is coming in, and if you get it through your feet, if you get it through your hands, say like you get it in your belly and you're starting to feel that and you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? Just allow it to come up, capture it, take it, gather it up, and then release it. Okay, pointed to trees, ley lines, Mother Earth, whatever it is that you can send that energy to. Okay, and let the ley line or the Mother Earth itself take that in, and she can utilize it. Okay, so that discharge energy is definitely going to become very surreal for a lot of you. And don't panic when you start feeling it. Just say, okay, I'm going to release this, and then allow yourself to release it. Okay, to aim it and project it where it needs to go. Okay, so you can utilize that. All right. So let's talk about our read today. So I need someone put in the chat. Okay. Put in two numbers between 1 and 12. Two numbers between 1 and 12. The first one that puts it in is the one I'm taking. Okay, two numbers between 1 and 12. So good. Okay. So next one, I said two numbers between 1 and 12. Seven. Okay. All right. Let me see what that is. So we got this combo. That red and purple color. Interesting. How's that red and purple? Okay, let me find it in Soma. Let's see what the message is. A red and purple. Oh, I turned right to it. And it's going to be number 19. Red and purple. All right, let's turn to it. Living in the material world. Living in the material world. Material girl. Da, 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 da. That's right. Always need the right, because I'm living in the material world. Material girl. Okay, number 19. Red and purple together as a deep red, base and crown. The sun. Can't make this stuff up. The sun. Tarot card. Earth above, lake below. 19. To build up new energy. Look at that. Okay, so we're building up new energy. This is going to be our affirmation, and it says, I say yes to life and to myself. I say yes to life and to myself. Yes to life and to myself. So the physical, when we utilize this mixture, because orosomas are made with flower essence, oils, and colored waters. And when you bring the two together, you get an energy that the body will utilize as a part of its healing. So physically, it's going to work with if you've been having problems of lack of energy, if you've been having high blood pressure problems, constipation, and it reduces foot problems, particularly those are annoying that are accompanied with pain. So these particular colors are something that you'll utilize as a part of your healing. Now, what's the good part when it comes to something like spiral light? As we work with our clients and I call in your pyramid and I'm working with the spiral light, I call in those colors and those frequency codes that work with you. That's going to alleviate certain things. That's going to work with something that we're looking at what the root cause of the issue is, and going in and digging and looking and then applying the spiral light to that to help alleviate that issue. This would be one of those colors, actually two of the colors that would go into that. And this is all about harmony with yourself, conveys a feeling to other, owns a lot of energy. It also includes psychic energy. It's magnetizing. It helps with the work of social, your profession, if you're working in a nursing field or any other helping fields. And it's an energy that is all about working in other areas of the person's life and successful and puts money into the charitable or the spiritual cause. It's the balance of his and her conscious and unconscious intentions. So that's what that color will be doing. And it's also, if you're someone that's, say, not doing well in your partnership and you're kind of like in the low area of Pleasureville, you're just not interested. That's a color that helps supercharge up that root, getting that red into that root and then bringing that purple in and connecting it so that you're back online. So that brings in that energy. Plus, if you're a woman, you should be circling those hips and reversing it and doing your figure eights and moving that energy. Let's not be ashamed of the body. Let's be in love with it. Okay? So that's what that color is representing today. And I love that. Thank you for putting those numbers up. Okay, let's get into the read and then I'll get you guys on your way. We're going to do a little bit of the ancestors cards. It's hot over here. And those clouds just stayed out on the perimeter. They didn't do very much. Some of them came in and it was kind of like just a smear of cloud and then they dissipated. They didn't do very much. And we're going to keep with the theme of activational energy. So mark your calendar for the 8th, July 8th, that we're starting that 10-day challenge. I got to get ready for that one. And if you are interested, I'm putting together a program for strengthening the body, doing a weight loss program. If you're interested, let me know. And I will start adding people into the group and we'll start doing the things to work with your body and detoxing and weight loss. And it's done through Spiral Light. Now, if you want to get on the Life System program and you want to get scanned out on that and see what the biofeedback is, I'd be more than happy to do that with you. But there's fees that comes with that because it takes time to set you up and put you in there and get you in there. And it's not ridiculous. But I just kind of do it accordingly. Like I have someone I'm putting into the system today. And she wants to take a look at her past life. And wants to do her meridians. And I'm like, cool, I can do that. Now that's the part that I like about it, is I don't actually have to go in and do anything with spiral light with it. It can actually go ahead and do that for me and bring that energy out. And then depending on what's going on with the body, we'll step into spiral light treatment and bring it up from that. And I do have the code cards today. I'm just pulling the cards out. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong ones. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the wrong ones. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, let's step into today's message and see what's going on. We already started off with the material world. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. The martyr, sacrifice and self-reflection. So she's kind of upside down, the martyr. She's kind of like the hangman. Yep. I was like, she's upside down. She's like the hangman. So this is in Tarot represented as the hangman. And it says, in the declaration, it says, I surrender all and trust. I surrender all and trust. I surrender all and trust. Great ancestral Sarah La Kali, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and patron of the saint of Romania, I think. So she did a lot of the oral teachings of the history and divine lineage, daughter of Jesus of Nazareth and Mary Magdalene. Okay. Okay, through the portal we have inner earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying the foundation. Inner earth, laying the foundation. That is so true. The sacred geometry is 35, the perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. I like that. What is your perception of something? What are you looking at? What are you thinking of? The guided light energy says 61, collective consciousness. You may be feeling overwhelmed by all the energy shifts. It's time to focus on the peace and love for all. Peace and love for all. And we are feeling that energy. Galactic orientation is the shamanic star wisdom oracle. I like this. Galactic orientation. Are you feeling galactic? Are you feeling like a new galactic citizen? Are you just feeling like you're just out of place on Earth and nothing is making sense anymore? Are you tired of seeing a whole bunch of clones running around imitating other beings? Are you tired of hearing the stories? Are you tired of seeing the remakes of the same movies over and over with different characters, but it's still the same story? Then you have just hit the level of you're done with all the old programmings of Earth. Now you can go into the galactic orientation where you can be calibrated to your highest divine self. Don't have to hype. Oh my gosh, here we go. Juno. We're talking about partnerships. Oh, we got this one last time. We got it again. And yesterday we had deliberate and we got it in a small card on 14. That's crazy. right back at you. All right. Oh, here we go. We got codes there. Glass of water or just listen to the codes. Here we go. Now, remember, I set these cards up so that it runs the codes and runs a meeting. Remember, I told you can get these off of Amazon. They're already halfway done for you. They have the backing, and then they have the pictures. And then you write the meaning of what you want it to be. Okay? So we got forgiveness and release. That's a good one. Forgiveness and release. All right, here we go. Forgiveness and release. And here comes the codes. And that's card number 33. Okay. I call this kind of a long code. Not super long like the ones we did yesterday. All right, here it comes. 7766, 5533, and 1. Activate divinely aligned. All right, lovelies. That's the read for today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. It's hot outside, and it's just one of those moments where things are moving. So be good to yourself. I can't stay. Gotta jump off for a client. I know, I'm leaving anyway. All right, so everyone be good to yourself. Much love. I will talk to you tomorrow, and we'll start doing the prep talk for what we're going to do for the 10 days. Now, those of you that would like to do the weight loss program, think about it, and if it really sounds good to you, then I will tell you what it all entails and what group we're going to be doing it on. If it will be in Telegram or if it will be in the Facebook page. It'll probably, if it's Facebook, it'll probably be on Facebook. And we'll do it there. And go into talking about how you talk to the body to get it to release itself. We're going to talk about the codes that you utilize that will help you with detoxing the body. And the codes work for sure when it comes time to detox and to have the body just really kind of move into that space of releasing. Okay? You can be detoxing emotions, heavy metals, if you want to detox parasites and work with that. And I teach you how to do it with all your different tools of waters and glass of waters and how to run that energy so that your body can start doing that. So, like I said, I am finally to a place where the steroid is now weakened. So now I can get in there and start getting it out of my body even more and moving it out so my body can kick in and start releasing it. All right, lovely. Be good to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. We have that portal day. Be so light. Like and subscribe. Be true to yourself and stay in your light. Be that divine light you are. Much love. See you tomorrow. Bye.